So, my name is Kat Bijard, and I'm working with Beyond Academics this summer.
It's great to meet you. I'm Neil Skudra, and I'm the president of Spectrum at UNCG, and I'm a graduate student at UNCG. Well, it's a group that I co-founded for students on the autism spectrum at UNCG. I first started at UNCG in August 2016 as a master's student in the history program. And I'm on the spectrum myself, and I moved here from California, from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I had a strong autism support network there, and I gave all of that up in moving to North Carolina. So I wanted to have, I wanted to have a source of community in moving, since I moved here to North Carolina, I wanted to have a new source of community and support. And so I met Dr. Omar Ali, who is the dean of the Lloyd International Honors College, and together with him, I co-founded the group. So it's meant as a source of community for students on the spectrum, and also as a group for promoting autism awareness on campus. It's meant for students who are on the autism spectrum. Other students are also welcome, who have relatives on the spectrum, or maybe who work with people on the spectrum. It's specifically meant for people on the spectrum, but it's also open to to other people who have some connection with with individuals who are on the spectrum. The group meets every 2 weeks normally in Faust 208. It's the Global Commons room in the Faust building. Sometimes it meets in Dr. Ali's office, which is room 205 in the Faust building. And we typically meet on every other Friday around 2 o'clock or 2:30 in the afternoon, and meetings are typically about an hour long. For the fall, if we have to meet virtually, then in that case we could set up regular virtual meetings for time that works for everybody. It's a pretty relaxed atmosphere when we meet in person. The turnout is typically very small, and the Global Media Commons it's a very relaxed room. So we don't really have any loud music when we have our meetings. So meetings are generally very relaxed and congenial. I would like them to show up at the meetings, and I'd like them to feel free and comfortable about sharing their input and sharing their experiences. And I'd like to see them spread the word about the group, and I'd like them to share ideas for ways of making the group more active. We have held panel discussions with classes in which we talk about the autism spectrum, in order to promote autism awareness for the people on campus. I'd like to see some more. Activities, in pursuit of that mission. So I'd like people who come to the group to share their insights and ideas about more ways of making the group active. Our mission statement is to promote autism awareness and foster a source of community for students on the autism spectrum.